Hi everybody, it's Peter Zellum's Griniflix Adventure 8 and I'm shooting with the Nikon Z6, but this is an unusual combination because I've got the FTZ adapter and also my Nikon Nikkor 60mm f2.8 GED micro lens. So this is a lens that I rarely use, if anything, maybe for some close-up stuff. But I thought I'd just take it out as if I was just shooting a 50mm lens, in this case 60, and see what sort of shots I can get. So that's what this video is about. As you probably know from my videos, I like to shoot prime lenses as opposed to zoom lenses. And the reason for that is just to minimize the variables. And that way you can create, well, in my mind, I can create what I believe is to be more creative shots around the specifics of the lens and how it was designed. So this is a 2.8 lens, so it's not a very fast lens by no means, compared to say 1.4, 1.8 lenses. But it is micro, so you can get really close to your subject. I think right down to about 18 centimeters, which is about 8 inches or so. And so that creates some new opportunities. And 2.8 gives you a good depth of field, so for portrait work you still get a bit of bokeh in the background. 60mm is a great lens for portrait and good perspective. So that's where I'm at, and I'm sort of working to those peculiarities of this lens and seeing what sort of images I can get. Tonight I'll be going on a boat trip for the Vivid Sydney Festival, and I'll be using this lens so to capture people, but also to capture landscape lights from the boat of the Sydney lights. You can see up there, it's King Street Wharf. That's where I am right now. Our boat will be arriving shortly. The tour that we're on right now is the Nikon boat tour on Vivid. And we've got a special guest all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, Susan Chen. Susan, would you like to say hello?
Hello, hello. It's cold here in Sydney. It's 104 where I'm from, but it's all worth it.
So Susan was a Nikon user, but now she's actually converted to Sony.
Sony Mirrorless.
However, there's a Nikon Cruise and we'll be able to borrow some gear there. What will Susan choose? The Z9 maybe? The Z6?
I have
the
the
Z7?
I'll stick with my L.
A Sony. She's a Sony girl.
I'm a Sony girl.
Alright, let's get on with the cruise.
Alright.
Get it in your hands then, shall we?
Okay.
So, that is it.
Can I try this out?
Okay, well, we're in the back of the boat here, got the generator going, so lots of noise. But I've managed to borrow a Nikon Z9 with the Nikkor Z mount 50mm f1.4. Pretty hard to get familiar with it in a half an hour, but at least I'll grab some shots. I'll be able to show you some of these as well, in addition to the ones that I take with my little Z6 and the 60mm f2.8. Alright, I better return this and let someone else use the Z9. Well, using the little Nikon Nikkor 60mm f2.8 GED f-mount lens has been fun on the Z6. I'm filming with the Z6 right now. That's the reason why I haven't got it right now. How to use the FTZ adapter to put it on the Z6, but it actually performed really well. I do hear often that people do use micro lenses, particularly around the 50mm, 55, 60mm, as their normal everyday lens. I can understand why. It just offers that flexibility to come really close to your subject as a micro lens. 2.8 is not the fastest, but again, a lot of people are using zooms, 70 to 200 and 24 to 70, and a really fast version of those zooms is 2.8, so similar depth of field. But I think 60mm with 2.8 is good. It gives you a nice bokeh and gives you a good depth of field, so you can get portrait, that type of shot. What do you reckon? Would you use a micro lens as your everyday lens? It's not too big. It's about the same size as the Z mount lenses now, a 50mm or 35mm lens. It's about the same size. With, I guess, the FTZ adapter makes it a bit larger. So would you use a micro lens as your everyday lens? Let me know. Do comment. Hope you found this video interesting. If you have, then give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. And that's actually how you support the channel. Just give it a thumbs up. There is a super thanks you can do also if you're a regular subscriber and viewer of my channel, and if you want to donate a couple of bucks to support the channel, helps create new content, then please do so. I really appreciate it. If it's the first time to my channel, then do subscribe, press notifications, and you'll be notified when the next video is out. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and thanks again for watching. Cheers, bye.